Hello guys, my name is Julinha and today I wanted to offer some corrections for some typical issues I see when Bachata followers start to transition to Brazilian Zouk and start learning head movements, but not only for people who have been dancing Bachata previously, also people who are just new to head movements. They also sometimes do these exact mistakes. And keep in mind, I'm going to talk about the technique we use in Brazilian Zouk. I don't know enough about Bachata to say whether or not specific techniques are applicable in Bachata and how it works. It's another dance, just how we would do things in Brazilian Zouk. The first movement I'm going to talk about is the tilted turn. The tilted turn is any turn in any tilted position. Very typical, for example, this inclination to the side and turning here, or could also be a turn in contraction. Yes, all of these are tilted turns. And then a very typical one is this incline to the side tilted turn. And what I see, first of all, is an issue with the posture and the setup of this tilted turn. What I see very often is this setup. This setup, we have this problem that this space is too small. My ear and my shoulder are too close to each other, which limits the space in my neck and puts too much stress on my vertebrae. I have 3 steps how you can solve this issue. Number 1 is very obvious, put the shoulder down where your head is. This will already help a lot. You see, much more space here. Number 2, do you see the position of my shoulders? They are almost not inclined. They're almost upright and the inclination is only coming from the neck upwards. This is not what we want. Think about having a point here in your stomach, in your solar plexus, and you want to rotate around this point. It's a knob in here, and I want to rotate my shoulder axis around this point and keep the left shoulder down. And then sometimes we still have a bit of an issue here, even though you already corrected the other 2 points. And this is very often because the head is too inclined. You should search for a diagonal up position with your head. If I would put my shoulders upright, my head is almost completely straight. The idea is not to tilt here in the neck, and then if I would be upright, this would be the position of my head. This is not the idea. I'm almost completely straight. I tilt around this point, left shoulder down, search for this diagonal up here, and then I have a much better position for my neck and for my vertebrae. I have much more space here, and it's also easier to turn because I'm a little bit less inclined in my neck. This is the quick fix for the posture.